The Elizabeth Line is one of London's newest attractions, with a price tag of $25 billion. From Reading and Heathrow in the west to Shenfield and Abbey Wood in the east, London's newest railway is stunningly designed. Most people get to work 20 minutes early thanks to London's new $25 billion railway line, which costs $3 to ride and has transformed the commute. The city's tallest skyscraper can fit inside one station. Paddington Station on the Elizabeth Line is so big that London's tallest skyscraper, the Shard, could fit inside it if laid flat. Among the city's first new underground railway lines since 1979 is the Elizabeth Line, built by Crossrail Limited. The line was opened by Queen Elizabeth II herself. Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II launched the Elizabeth Line, which was named after her. At London's Paddington Station, she learned how to add money to an Oyster travel card. The Elizabeth Line offered cheaper fares after the Queen's funeral on September the 19th. As a mark of respect, the station created a flower memorial and announced a 2-minute silence. There are some artistic details inside some Elizabeth Line stations. Founded in 2014 with support from the City of London Corporation, the Crossrail Art Foundation promotes art for the benefit of the public by establishing and maintaining a public art program. From Paddington to Canary Wharf, the charity commissioned, created, installed and maintained works of art. Artworks by 9 artists are integrated into the fabric of the new Elizabeth Line stations, enhancing the passenger experience and providing moments of joy and wonder. At Paddington Station, clouds were printed on the glass ceiling, representing every type of cloud. The tunnel between the Elizabeth Line and the Bakerloo Line at Paddington Station cost $1.3 million per metre. With glass panels that slide open when a train arrives, the tunnels, which are up to 40 metres underground, are separated from the platform. Tunnel airflow is separated from station air by this. Unlike most underground trains in London, these trains are also air-conditioned. According to the Crossrail website, more than 1,500 kilometres of cable provide ventilation, power and lighting for the new line. A total of 42 kilometres of rail tunnels were created below London by 8 tunnelling machines weighing 1,000 tonnes each, according to Crossrail. Between 2012 and 2015, 20 tunnel gangs worked in shifts to create the winding routes. Nearly 100 million litres of water were pumped out of the station box during construction, enough to fill 40 Olympic-sized swimming pools. Furthermore, around 13,500 cubic metres of concrete was poured into the tracks when they were installed, along with more than 63,000 sleepers and 51,419 metres of rail. In Vienna, parts of the new trains were tested under extreme weather conditions ranging from -25°C to +40°C. Around 250 million passengers will use the Elizabeth Line every year, which runs 60 miles east to west across London. It takes around 18 minutes to get from Paddington Station to Canary Wharf. It would take around 30 minutes to make the same trip using the existing railway network. Elizabeth Line trains are brighter and more spacious than London Underground tubes. Compared to the city's tube trains, the carriages are 1.5 times larger. As it isn't as noisy as other underground transport systems in the UK, you can actually talk to other people on the train. It's also a smooth ride, unlike the tube, which is often bumpy. Did you know that London's subterranean railway system was the world's first? The majority of people do not. Aside from fun facts, the London Underground network continues to grow rapidly. Between Paddington and Abbey Wood, 10 of the 41 stations are new constructions, both above and below ground. Despite being recognisable as Elizabeth Line stations, each station had to have a distinct character, reflecting the local environment and heritage. The new stations were designed by world-renowned architects responsible for some of the most iconic buildings and structures, as well as a line-wide architectural identity. At the height of its construction, Crossrail was the largest railway infrastructure project in Europe. The Elizabeth Line has been constructed, delivered, and now operated and maintained by thousands of people throughout the UK and across the globe. An extensive archaeology investigation took place in the tunnel, which was one of the largest in the UK. During the pre-construction phase, which began in 2009, archaeology was incorporated. To learn more about the rich history of the capital, the Central Station worksite had to collect finds before tunnelling began. A team of over 100 archaeologists discovered tens of thousands of objects from 40 sites sites dating from the prehistoric, Roman and medieval eras, as well as the recent industrial past of London. Under the city's streets is a layer cake of history that archaeologists were able to uncover throughout this project. The Natural History Museum received a fragment of a woolly mammoth jawbone and a piece of amber estimated to be 55 million years old. There's a long history behind this line. In modern times, the idea of building an east-west railway beneath London has existed since the London Blitz, which occurred during World War II between the 7th of September 1940 and the 11th of May 1941, during which Nazi Germany launched an intense bombing campaign against the United Kingdom. The Luftwaffe bombed London and other strategic British cities for 8 months. Transport for London and the Department for Transport developed the current scheme, which became the Elizabeth Line, beginning in 2001 after an unsuccessful initial attempt to gain powers for a cross-London railway in the 1990s. Parliament approved the Crossrail Hybrid Bill in 2005 and royal assent was received in 2008. As a result of sustainable design and construction, the Elizabeth Line has benefited society, the economy and the environment. Tens of thousands of jobs have been supported throughout the UK by the construction and delivery of the Elizabeth Line. Supplies from Scotland to southern England and Northern Ireland to Wales received 62% of contracts awarded within the UK. Throughout its academy, the project has trained a new generation of underground construction professionals. By recruiting over 1,000 apprentices, it's increased the number of young people entering the industry. Women into construction has created work experience and employment opportunities for local and unemployed people. In order to reduce energy consumption, a number of sustainable choices have been made, including enhancing natural light in stations, replacing fluorescent lighting with LED lighting, reducing energy requirements by 38%, making trains lighter and more energy efficient, and making lifts and escalators more responsive. Over 99% of excavated material was reused, creating a landmark RSPB bird sanctuary with over 3 million tons of materials and improving the biodiversity of London with green and brown roofs on stations, shafts and portals. The delivery and opening of any railway was a huge undertaking. In order to ensure the Elizabeth Line is safe, reliable, performs as expected and is maintainable, it should be opened in phases with new stations, new infrastructure, new track and new trains. Combined with the newly built railway under central London and the venerable Great Eastern Main Line, the Elizabeth Line is one of Britain's most complicated railways. Taking advantage of both old and new means, Elizabeth Line trains will operate on rails built specifically for the Elizabeth Line, as well as existing rails shared with other operators and freight trains. Additionally, trains on the Elizabeth Line will need to seamlessly transition between 3 signalling systems. To ensure the Elizabeth Line can safely carry the estimated 200 million passengers when fully operational, it's crucial that we build reliably into the trains and systems over many hours. Londoners have been waiting long enough for this line, but it's a game changer. Yes, the Elizabeth Line was late and over budget, but there would be no further slippages.